the distinguished representative of Slovenia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson in office, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to take part in this Ministerial Council, and I thank you, dear Zbigniew, for your great hospitality. We commend Poland and the OSCE Secretary General for leadership of the organization through probably its toughest time. OSCE carries special importance for my country, Slovenia. It was the first international organization we joined as an independent state 30 years ago, and the principles of the Helsinki Final Act are inextricably linked with our independence. Peace and freedom, and that is what we are speaking about today. And this is why it pains us to see that the OSCE principles and commitments, which have helped us through sometimes very difficult and challenging periods in the past, being blatantly violated. Today we are yet facing unthinkable. Continuous attacks on civilian sexual violence being used as a weapon, ongoing strikes against critical and civilian infrastructure. Russian aggression against Ukraine is a grim reminder of the darkest chapters of European history, not to mention what we are all facing, deterioration of media freedom, cyber attacks, and so on. It is a blatant violation of the UN Charter and international law, the Russian aggression in Ukraine. Once again, we condemn it in its strongest possible terms. And my country, Slovenia, will continue to support and assist the country both in coping with the consequences of the aggression and on its path towards EU integration. We have to hold accountable all those responsible for war crimes and atrocities. With much of our intention drawn towards Ukraine, we must not overlook what is happening around the world. And in this regard, OSCE still can deliver. With comprehensive approach to security, it contributes to reducing risk, promoting transparency and confidence. Field missions and autonomous institutions remain of key importance. We need strong and effective multilateralism, and OSCE is uniquely positioned to lead the way in this regard. And it needs stable and adequate resources to do its job. Slovenia is also fully committed and building trust to secure future, and will continue to argue for peace, for respect, for human rights, environment, women's rights, security, safety, and well-being of our people. And this is also reflected in the motto of our candidacy for the UN Security Council for 2024 and 2025. Rebuilding trust, dear colleagues, after the war in Ukraine will be a long and very complex process that will require political will of all of us. And as we look forward, we have to make sure that the Helsinki principles of 1975 are upheld. So let me conclude by wishing every success to the Republic of North Macedonia, who will take the helm of the OSCE next year. And dear Zbigniew, dear Boyar, dear friends, as always, you can count on our full support and cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now the floor goes to